Welcome back to History Uncovered. In our last episode, we explored Adolf Hitler's rise from obscurity to absolute power. But today, we dive deeper into the shadows behind the throne. Who were the men and women who surrounded Hitler? What drove their loyalty, fear, and eventual downfall? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications every week. We uncover the truth behind the world's darkest secrets. The core of power. At the center of Nazi Germany stood a small circle of men who shaped every decision. Heinrich Himmler, the head of the SS, Joseph Goebbels, the propaganda mastermind, Hermann Göring, the powerful Air Force commander, and Rudolf Hess, Hitler's loyal deputy. Each saw themselves as a guardian of the Führer's vision, yet each secretly competed for influence. Hitler thrived on this rivalry. It kept his lieutenants divided and ensured that no one could challenge him directly. Himmler, the architect of terror. Heinrich Himmler believed that he was not just enforcing Hitler's orders, he was fulfilling destiny. Cold, organized, and disturbingly calm, Himmler oversaw the SS and Gestapo. Under his command, millions were arrested, tortured, or executed. But even Himmler's loyalty was rooted in fear. Hitler's unpredictable rages could destroy anyone overnight. To survive, Himmler built a world of secrecy, ritual, and control. Goebbels, the voice of the Reich. Joseph Goebbels was Hitler's most loyal disciple. A master manipulator of words and emotion, he turned lies into tools of domination. His speeches hypnotized crowds. His radio broadcasts painted Hitler as a near-divine figure. But behind the propaganda, Goebbels was consumed by jealousy, insecurity, and physical deformity. He fought constantly to remain close to Hitler, terrified of being replaced. Göring, the opulent commander. Hermann Göring represented the opposite extreme, flamboyant, greedy, and self-indulgent. A decorated World War I pilot, Göring turned the Luftwaffe into a symbol of German pride. Yet his addiction to morphine and luxury weakened him. As the war dragged on, Göring's once glamorous image decayed. He grew obese, paranoid, and desperate for power as Hitler's trust faded. Eva Braun, the hidden companion. While Hitler's circle was filled with men of war, one figure remained hidden in plain sight: Eva Braun. She was his lover, yet the public barely knew she existed. To the world, Hitler portrayed himself as married only to Germany. Eva lived a life of quiet isolation, surrounded by luxury yet trapped in secrecy. In the final days of the Reich, she chose to die beside Hitler in the bunker, her devotion as chilling as it was tragic. The circle fractures by 1943. Cracks had begun to appear in Hitler's inner world. Failures on the Eastern Front, Allied bombings, and internal rivalries turned the Nazi elite against one another. Betrayal became common currency. Rudolf Hess's mysterious flight to Scotland in 1941 shocked the regime. Some saw it as madness, others as an attempt at peace. Hitler viewed it as treason, and paranoia spread like wildfire. Paranoia in the bunkers. As defeat loomed, Hitler retreated deeper into his bunker, surrounded only by his most devoted followers. Goebbels stayed by his side, feeding him false hopes. Himmler secretly tried to negotiate peace with the Allies. Göring sent telegrams claiming leadership. The once mighty circle had collapsed into fear and betrayal. In the end, none of them escaped the consequences of their loyalty. The final hours, April 30th, 1945. Hitler and Eva Braun ended their lives in the bunker. Goebbels followed the next day, killing his wife and 6 children before taking his own life. Himmler was captured and committed suicide soon after. Göring was tried and sentenced to death at Nuremberg. The men who built the Reich were now ghosts consumed by the very power they worshipped. History teaches us that tyranny does not survive forever. Even the most feared regimes fall not from outside alone, but from within. If you learned something today, subscribe to History Uncovered. New episodes every week reveal the untold truths of history's most powerful figures. Next episode: The Machinery of War Strategy, Science and Destruction. Subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out.